Aloha, this is Kaipacha with the weekly Pele report. Jeez, these things. It is now June 19th of the year 2013. It's a Wednesday, and today, this is an astrological forecast for the week. And what's going on is a lot. I don't know if you have noticed, but just like I was saying in last week's report, Sun conjunct Jupiter in Gemini is too much. Too much, too fast, too stimulating. Oh my God, it has been wild and crazy with a lot going on. It's very exciting and very stimulating, and it can be excessive and overwhelming. So, that is still going on for a little while, but let's look at other things that are happening. Today, Wednesday, the moon is in Scorpio, and it's going to stay there. It just hit Saturn. It's coming up to the north node of the moon. Pretty intense time of deep feelings, getting in touch with those. In conjunct Mars. Anyway, there are some people that don't want so much astrology. There's other people who want more astrology. I'm actually going to be looking into doing half-hour or hour-long things once a month. Maybe do some kind of subscription thing for those who are interested. But for now, I'm just going to mention these aspects, whip through them, and get into the energy that they represent. And maybe explain it in more depth later on someplace else. Friday, the moon moves into Sagittarius. Sunday, the moon moves into Capricorn. We have the full moon on Sunday, 2 degrees Capricorn. Sun has moved into Cancer. Tomorrow is the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere, winter solstice in the southern hemisphere. But basically, the sun has moved as far north as it's going to be. Up north, we have the longest days of the year. Tomorrow, more sunlight than any other time. And then it's like the peak of the light, and the dark begins to ascend. And from here on out, from tomorrow on out, the nights are going to start to get longer. Yeah, we're going down, but very slowly. Let's ride the peak of the time while we're there. It's a very powerful time. I'm going to talk about it a little bit. Cancer, moving from Gemini into Cancer, air into water. What happens? As soon as the sun gets into Cancer, smack dab into Black Moon Lilith. Hello? She's right there at 2 degrees. That full moon is moon on Pluto, opposite sun on Black Moon Lilith. Woo! Squaring Uranus in Aries. This is a big weekend. This is happening Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Jupiter, of course, is right there in, close enough. Jupiter actually moves into Cancer on Tuesday. So it's at the critical degrees, the last degree of Gemini for this whole full moon. And we know that the full moon brings out the werewolves and the vampires and all the wild, crazy things going on. The moon rules lunacy. Because the moon, and it actually rules Cancer, where the sun is going into, and Black Moon Lilith, Mercury and Venus are also there. And Cancer is the personal unconscious. It's where our feelings that are tapped into our unconscious emerge and come up and come out. That's why it comes out as fears, insecurities, needs, longings, the desire to be nurtured and held, to find a home, to belong, to find our tribe, our mom. This is all, and it's it's the lunatics. The lunacy is just when it overwhelms. Our feelings overwhelm our mental clarity, our rigid, committed, polarized thinking, goals, objectives, jobs, relationships, and the feelings come up and just go, you know, my feelings are too strong. I'm sick of logic. I'm sick of reason. I feel angry. I feel sad. I feel lonely. No, it doesn't make any sense. This is what we're coming into, and it's very important. And this is what Black Moon Lilith is about. I'm going to do a special thing on this. Black Moon Lilith in Cancer. She just went in last week. She's been in Gemini since last September. She's going to stay in Cancer until next February. And what is Black Moon Lilith? None other than the repressed feminine. She is the powerful, angry, feminine goddess. And she says, I have a right to feel, and my feelings are just as important as your rules and regulations and spreadsheets and bank accounts. You know, it's like when she comes in, and we're all going to be dealing with this. Life is going to help us. Astrology reflects the waves, the energies of life around us. Life is going to help us get in touch with our feelings over these next 8 months or so. And I want to encourage you not to stuff them, not to suppress them, not to ignore them like the patriarchy has, and religion and government and everything, social, cultural conditioning has denied the validity, the value, the importance of feeling, of being human for 6,500 years. This is part of the changing of the ages. And this sun coming in right now, this has its roots, back at, 1221. 12 was the end of the Mayan calendar, the birth of the new paradigm. Now we're coming 6 months later to that point. It is time to birth this. And the way that we birth this, this sun's going to be in Cancer for a while, but it starts out with a kick and a bang with this full moon happening on Sunday. Super powerful. By next Wednesday, Mercury goes retrograde. It's going to get even crazier. Sorry, but that's just the way it is. Mercury going direct is we're making forward motion. We're navigating through the jungle, forest, city, whatever. We're going forward. When Mercury goes retrograde, it's time to go inward. And Mercury's our left brain, logical, rational thinking. When it goes retrograde, it wants to reflect, reorganize, redo, look back, and, a lot of our cultural conditioning is based upon forward progress. So all I want to say is, this weekend and into next week, the energy of the time, the energy of this week, I hope you're getting it, It's to nurture yourself, it's to care for yourself, it's to honor your feelings. It's to go home. Go home. Home is where the heart is. Get into your heart. Get into your feeling. Put your feet up. Slow down. Stop trying to conform. That moon, Pluto, in Capricorn is blowing apart the external authorities, blowing apart our financial, material security so that we feel our feelings. Because so often we get caught up and distracted and busy with all of our business. And we don't feel our feelings. And our feelings are what make us human. Our feelings are how we evolve. Our feelings are how we connect. Our feelings are how we feel good. Root. It's the root. In the natural horoscope, 0 degrees Cancer is 12 o'clock midnight. It's the basement. It's the foundation. We want to get in touch with our feelings. Our feelings are our foundation. Root chakra, second chakra, water element. Get in, go down, release, relax, Share your feelings. Sit in front of the fire with a glass of wine, maybe with somebody you love, maybe with your dog or your cat. But one way or the other, that's what this time is really about. And you will have revelation. That full moon this weekend, the full moon is illumination. So if we cooperate and we get the signals of the time, the signs of the times right now, is that, you know what, our feelings and our going inward and our sharing are going to really enliven us, nurture us, and illuminate us into what's really important, what our goals should really be about. And maybe they're not about the boss or going to work. Maybe they're about picking up your guitar. Maybe they're about going hiking or traveling. You know, maybe when you slow down, the creative juices get to flow. That's why Cancer leads into Leo. So it's introversion, slowing down, feeling, maybe, and then illumination leads to brainstorming. You know, get out that dream journal, do your thing. Don't worry, be happy. I wanted to show you my little guy. That's my buddy that I wear on my wrist, Bob. He says, don't worry, be happy. I'm getting corny in my old age. I've been doing this too long, man. The mantra for this week. The mantra for this week is to meet the demands life places upon me. That's been this sun, Jupiter, and Jupiter's still in Gemini, like get your stuff done, finished, and out of the way. Yeah. I must remember I'm not alone. As the unseen forces of spirit and nature are constantly guiding me home. Feel into that, yeah? Take a nice big deep breath. To meet the demands life places upon me, I must remember I'm not alone. The unseen forces of spirit and nature are constantly guiding me home. There's no accidents. There's no coincidences. If things are falling apart or things aren't working, maybe it's time to just let them go. Gemini is about change. We've been dealing with change. Mars is still in Gemini. Jupiter's in the critical degree of Gemini. It's time to make some critical changes. And that sometimes involves letting go. Because what you let go of comes right back. In a different way, from a different place, whatever. So, yeah, there were some other things I wanted to say. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this subscription thing. Look for it in the newsletter, in your email, or up on Facebook. I don't know how you get the Pele report, but if you go to my website, you can subscribe to my newsletter, and you'll get the Pele report and everything else that I'm doing and that is going on in your inbox. You know, I do a little weekly newsletter. It's very cool. The Healing Festival. I'm working on this Healing Festival. It's coming along. The excitement is building, and the tickets are going. And I just really want to encourage you. You know, we're holding the price steady here so that, you know, people can still get in. And we've only got a few more days, like 5 more days of this Indiegogo campaign to bring our festivals to you around the world through the internet and live stream. If you can help us do that, go to Indiegogo.com. I really appreciate it. We would really appreciate it, and you would appreciate it too, because you'll get this live stream of what's going on there. Music, dancing, meditation, yoga, qigong, tai chi, astrology. It's all going on. Kirtan, ecstatic dance. Oh, I hope you can join us. So things have been really busy, you know, around here, and I hope that the busyness is coming to a close now this weekend for you also, with this movement into Cancer, and we slow down, take it easy. Aloha, namaste, so much love.